The Exorcist, Martyrs, is the title for the Scarlett Johansson reboot of The Exorcist. Look, I understand. It's a paycheck. She did Jurassic Park. You know, what was that? Part 7, I guess? I don't know. So, hey, how about an Exorcist movie? All right, I don't know if we're going to see her, you know, her head turned backwards, or she'll be the mother of the kid possessed. Whatever. Anyway, the new Exorcist movie starring Scarlett Johansson has a title, yeah. And in new story details, further confirmed just how far writer-director Mike Flanagan is pushing the franchise away from its previous incarnations. Via World of Real, Johansson is set to play a small-town rookie detective who becomes entangled in a case involving what's described internally as inconceivable darkness. The role positions Johansson as the audience's grounded entry point into the horror, rather than a legacy character tied to past Exorcist lore. It has also been confirmed that the film has no connection to The Exorcist Believer or its canceled sequel, Deceiver. So, Exorcist Believer flopped, huh? Yeah. Look, there's really only one Exorcist movie. Yeah, you know, there's a couple of things. The second one was really awful. The third one, a little better than the second one. It had some interesting things to it, I guess. But really, Exorcist is a one-and-done film. You know, there's plenty of other movies that have done demonic possession. Good Lord, there's scores of them. So I guess to just take the brand name The Exorcist, I guess that's what they'll do. But at least, okay, she's the detective. She's going to be investigating a crime. And it involves something. Well, that's kind of like Exorcist 3, you know. But anyway, Flanagan reportedly wanted a clean break, focusing on atmosphere, dread, and character instead of franchise callbacks. Yeah, but you're still using the title. And it's a reboot, so you're still connected some way or another, you know. Adding to the grounded approach, Hamnet actor Jacob B. Jupe has been cast as Johansson's son. Is he going to be possessed? Yeah. His role suggests the story will lean heavily into a parent-child dynamic, a familiar but effective framework Flanagan has used successfully in past projects. That relationship is expected to play a major emotional role as the investigation spirals into darker territory. Is Johansson's son the one who gets possessed this time? Probably. The Exorcist Martyrs is being described as a fresh concept. The concept is not fresh. Come on. Deliberately distanced from the mythology and continuity that bogged down Believer. No returning characters, no legacy storylines, just a new entry set within the Exorcist universe in name and tone only. You just can't make your own movie. You got to use the brand name, huh? After Universal paid $400 million for the rights and watched Believer collapse with critics and audiences, the mandate appears clear: simplify, reset, and rebuild trust. Flanagan writes and directs Exorcist Martyrs for Blumhouse, Atomic Monster, Morgan Creek, and Universal. Scarlett Johansson's involvement already signaled a serious reset. Yeah, but don't expect her to save it for you. You gotta have something. I don't know. I mean, it could be an okay film, and that won't be enough. You know, you just, oh no, something's wrong with my son. Oh no, he's possessed by the devil. I don't know what to do. And then I assume there's an actual exorcist in the film who shows up to save the boy, you know? I guess. Hey, you know, you're kind of going back to the original story. It's based on a true story where it was a boy who was possessed, not a little girl. But, yeah, they're not doing that. Anyway, so now with the title and character details emerging, the picture is becoming clearer. This isn't a sequel. It's a restart. Well, yeah. Anyway, I guess we won't be seeing her puking everywhere and her head spinning around backwards or crawling on the ceiling and stuff like that. But anyway, somebody will, I guess. So they're desperately... Look, we spent $400 million on the rights to this title. Maybe ScarJo could get people to show up and we can make some of that back. I don't know. Maybe.